Nuggets led by as many as 15 in the first half. Here's Anthony. Yes! Carmelo Anthony with a gorgeous move. James for three. And the game is tied.
Both of these superstars are not disappointing tonight.
Cavaliers 43-11, the best record in the NBA, and looking for a franchise record, 14 straight wins.
As Carmelo Anthony gets a little hook to go, that's a specialty for the Cavs, is that three-point shot.
Here is James, very tough shot, cutting left, shooting to his right.
If you notice, they've moved LeBron around. Now he's ball in 3 different spots to start this game.
He got the step on James. Carmelo Anthony, as we mentioned a moment ago, set back by ankle problems. Here's Dixon. Here's LeBron on the post. The Nuggets now lead it by 10. Here is James. Let's get him going. Carmelo Anthony. So both teams heating up here in the third quarter. That's 12 points now for Anthony. Beautiful pass from James. A look away, finding Hickson. Here's James. Yes. James for 3. Rebounded by Verjao. James. The game is tied at 66. James with the step. Able to curl his way around the Birdman. Chris Anderson. Ron nearly picked it off. Here's Anthony. Yes, and it counts. Antoine Jameson in his 12th season out of North Carolina. Here's the alley-oop. Verjao on target for LeBron James. James with the lead. Down to 5. Anthony. And that's a goaltend. The basket will count. Smith putting moves on West. Broken up by James. And let's see, last touch by LeBron. A good play by Anthony. Nuggets 35-18. It's the second best 53-game record in team history. And they're second in the West behind the Lakers. Carmelo Anthony able to drill it from downtown. 26 points for Anthony. Oh, what a pass. Mo Williams for LeBron James. On the turnover, here's Carmelo. LeBron was looking for one of those chase-down rejections, and you can see Carmelo Anthony taking a peek back behind him.
This is what you got to do. You understand, number 23 is in your sight line. Okay, well, I'm going to have to finish this with a nice little flush finish for Carmelo.
James going right past Jacob Martin. He split 2 defenders. And the Cavaliers lead at 91-85. Anthony, Carmelo Anthony. 30 points for Anthony. It's a 91-87 Cavalier lead. James putting a move on Phillips. Yes, and it counts. That's a tough matchup, obviously, for Chauncey Billups. Here's LeBron to the rim. Yes, and the foul. There's James to the hoop. Here's Anthony, yes! Carmelo Anthony with a gorgeous move. Nuggets by 3, James for 3, and the game is tied!
Both of these superstars are not disappointing tonight. And Carmelo Anthony at the mid-post level right here. Nice quick spin move off of LeBron James. Gets the ball to go.
They got to play it out. Do not use a timeout. Down to 5. Down to 4, down to 3, Phillips. And we head to overtime. Carmelo Anthony. What a second half for Carmelo. Here's LeBron twisting his way in. That was a sensational shot. Cavaliers up by 1. Anthony, yes.
I love it. We are seeing a shootout of 2 of the superstars at the top of their games going at one another.
Anthony finds the open Phillips for 3, yes. Chauncey Billups from downtown. And now LeBron taking to the rim. It's good and a foul. Nene has fouled out. LeBron James will go to the line to try and tie the game.
High pick and roll situation. You get the switch with the center. LeBron James does the correct thing, puts his head down, gets into the body of Nene, him picking up his sixth foul, and the reaction of Daniel Gibson, loving the and one possibility of LeBron James going to the line.
The game is tied at 116. Anthony, played by James. Anthony with the shot. Yes! What a night! 10 seconds to go in overtime. Carmelo Anthony with the quick release. He has 40 points. The Nuggets with a 118-116 lead as the Cavaliers will talk it over. All right, Kevin, down to 1.9 remaining in this overtime session here in Cleveland. Nuggets up 118-116. Anthony defending on the inbounds. Here's James. He slipped. He recovers. He fires. And the Cleveland Cavaliers have been defeated here at home by the Denver Nuggets, 118-116. LeBron James with a triple-double, 43 points, 15 assists, 13 rebounds. And Carmelo Anthony with 40 points, including the game winner. Here's another look as he lost his balance, got it away. The Nuggets now 36-18, second best record in the West behind the Lakers. They stopped the Cavs win streak at 13. They stopped the Cavs home win streak at 11. The Cavaliers now 43-12.
Well, it's that time of year, I guess. Everybody's looking for the All-Star break, although for guys like Iverson, Anthony, and James, it won't be that much of a break. The Cavs coming off a win at Atlanta Friday night despite their rash of injuries. And Denver right now 30-19, Dorth. That's the best record this franchise has had at this point of the season in better than 20 years.
I mean, hard to believe they're not going to put any more on LeBron's shoulders. The guy has done so much for this club, and his questions about his ability to win games in the fourth quarter, which were floated early in his career, Dan, are over now.
Well, and Denver going to work right now on that matchup with Eric Snow giving up about 5 inches at height to Carmelo Anthony. Denver wants to get up and down. There's a little up and down for you right there. Is that in Mike Brown's playbook?
I was going to say, that's not bad for a broken play, is it?
Lob inside, and Anthony slams it home. There may not be a team in the NBA that utilizes the lob as much as the Nuggets. LeBron coast to coast. Now Carter on James. Anthony on Snow. Switches off onto Hughes. They're switching on the perimeter and laying it in effortlessly with the left hand. LeBron James has 6. The crowd's starting to get into it. I don't know if they're frozen solid from the weather outside on their way in. It's snowing here in Cleveland. Oh boy. That'll get him going.
Just a great find from Larry Hughes. We've seen him leak out of transition a couple of times. He's got great speed, unbelievable elevation. Anthony Carter is no match for that guy. 6'8", 250. Turn the lights out.
Meanwhile, the Cavaliers have missed their last 6 shots, and Anthony beats everybody in the white jerseys back down the floor. Tomorrow night on ESPN Wednesday, Phoenix at Golden State could be Shaq's debut. TNT with a doubleheader on Thursday, Miami at Chicago, and then Dallas at Phoenix. Then it's the All-Star break. Interesting to see if Shaq can get into a game or 2 before the All-Star break as Anthony knocks down a jumper, and it's all Nuggets right now.
An interesting story in Phoenix about the training staff for the Suns and how good they are. And it's a fountain of youth, perhaps, for Shaq.
How about that? Wow. These two guys can play together. Allen Iverson, the assist. Carmelo Anthony, the 3. Boy, Anthony finding a ton of room. Looked like the Cavs went zone there, and Anthony just found a wide-open space right by the foul line. You know, it's good to have a fallback plan, and Barbados sounds like a pretty good idea this time of year. Anthony gets the friendly bounce, and Carmelo's having a big night with 15 already, as Doris mentioned. Remember, coming off a career-high 49 on Friday night against Washington. Kevin Brown, the no-look feed off to LeBron, elevates and knocks down the baseline J. LeBron for 3. Well, he's going to have to carry him tonight from the looks of things. The beard look is in now. San Antonio's growing beards on their rodeo road trip as Carmelo simply cannot be stopped right now. 17 already. The layup for LeBron James. 18 already for James. Carmelo Anthony, and again with snow on him, that's a shot. If he wants it, he can get it anytime he wants. In the first half, we showed you the stitches that Ira Nubel's got under his right eye, that kind of banana-shaped scar that he's got. And look at Carmelo making fun of Nubel while somebody's shooting free throws. That's nice. The guy got the business end of an Ilgauskas elbow, and then he's got to take some abuse on top of it. LeBron knocks down the long deuce.
I think this league could use a cut man some night.
Dwayne Jones with the offensive rebound feeds LeBron. A 6-0 run here for the Cavs. LeBron has matched his uniform number with 23. Iverson all the way to the rim, misses it. The follow, though, is good for Carmelo Anthony. Iverson with 22 points, 10 assists, and no turnovers tonight. LeBron at the other end with a 3. Now LeBron with his eyes on the rim. You can feel it. You can sense it when he wants to go to the rim, and nothing was going to deter him right there. He's got 30. He's known from very early tonight that he would need to have a phenomenal night for his team to win this game with all the injuries they've got. The problem for him, well, there are 2 problems for him. One of them's named Carmelo Anthony, and the other one's named Allen Iverson. And we'll run off the final seconds of this game. The shot clock turned off. The Nuggets will hold it and will win by 30 here in Cleveland tonight. Big nights for Carmelo Anthony and Allen Iverson. And there was nothing LeBron, not even LeBron, could do about this one.
When you come to downtown Cleveland, you can't miss it. Just across from Quicken Loans Arena, the giant billboard featuring LeBron James. And that's an imposing sight for visiting teams as they make their way to the Q. Good play by Wallace, and LeBron with the stop as they took it out of the hands of Kenyon Martin. Anthony over James, yes.
When I was talking about chemistry, one of the things that happens is now minutes open up for other players.
There's Anthony from downtown, and these 2 teams are on fire. Anthony trying to put a move on, lost the handle. Here comes West with the lead. Nice pass. James slams it. Mo Williams finding LeBron on the run. And the Cavaliers now lead 23-21. James. Another power move by LeBron. He has 9 points. James with the fake of the pass. And then taken to the rim.
You're going to wind up shooting 65% from the floor. Keep getting layups, backdoor dunks, and lob pass dunks.
Oh, Anthony saw that coming and takes all the way. Carmelo Anthony showing us some defensive skills. Anthony Carter. The tip by Carmelo Anthony. That's 13 points for Carmelo. Here's James. Off glass. That counts. And the foul. Shot clock down to 4. Down to 3. James. Yes. James. Yes. 17 points for LeBron James. Dirty pass from Phillips for Anthony.
LeBron saw that. LeBron saw the commitment that Kobe was willing to make. And I think LeBron took some of that.
And as you say that, a beautiful move by LeBron James counted and a foul. Here's James to the pull-up. With 9/10 of a second remaining in the 3rd quarter. Ronaldo Bolton not able to hit. Back up the Cavaliers led by James. Samuel. We're down to 3 seconds to play, so Denver drops to a record of 4-4. A solid performance by the Cavaliers. Both teams shot so well in the first half, and then things turned in the 3rd quarter. Denver only 6 of 18 from the field in the 3rd. They did not shoot well.
A great finish there between 2 of the NBA's best, Kobe Bryant and Dwayne Wade. We've got 2 more stars on display tonight. LeBron James and the Cavaliers, Carmelo Anthony and Nuggets from the Pepsi Center with Hubie Brown. I'm Dave Pash.
Well, LeBron just exploded right out of a transition situation. He came down, stopped on a dime, knocked in a jumper, and here he explodes to the basket and beats 4 guys off the dribble with a power dunk.
Anthony misses the jumper, and Williams was in Milwaukee last year as LeBron James finishes and draws the foul.
What a pass. What a pass out by Ben Wallace.
Anthony, another miss, goes down hard.
Oh, baby, 4 on 2.
And LeBron with, again, making it look easy in transition. He's 4 for 4 from the field, 9 points. And Mike Brown told us today at the beginning of his tenure at Cleveland, and all they did was talk about defense. Now all they do is talk about offense because he knows what he's going to get defensively, as LeBron is now 5 of 5 from the field. Oh, what a pass by LeBron James to Delonte West, who got behind 2 Nuggets. 4.5 on the clock. LeBron was going to sit out the remainder of the quarter, but he'll come back in with Cleveland now getting the last shot.
Oh, you have plenty of time here. 4.5. If you hit him on the move here, you'll save at least the second to 2. Big thing is get him on the move. The defense got to get down here and meet him now, because you know, in 2 seconds, 2 to 3, he can be over half court.
Here he goes with 2 seconds left. He's going to get off a good shot with the left hand. He scores! And he's fouled with 1/10 of a second left in the quarter.
How about the substitution? Give Mike Brown a lot of credit. A lot of coaches would have just allowed LeBron to sit over there because you had a 13-point lead. Now you make the move, and then LeBron comes down and gives you just a wonderful finish, because he finishes with his left hand.
Foul was on Martin. 14 for James, 6 of 6 from the field in the quarter. LeBron is back on the floor. 14 first quarter points, turned it over there. Anthony going to have a dunk on the other end.
They needed that. The building needed it. And also Carmelo Anthony needed it. Maybe he'll get going now.
Anthony with a pull-up.
There you go. They were needing that.
LeBron fights through the double team and gets the bounce.
Listen, he got away with an offensive foul, and Carmelo Anthony's really hot.
The 3 goes for Carmelo Anthony. A career-high 41% from behind the arc this season, and Denver's winning 12. LeBron James picks up where he left off. The only miss so far in the game was on a 3-point attempt. LeBron back down court. How did he find Delonte West? And West hits the 3, but how did James make that pass?
That was incredible.
Again, LeBron with an incredible pass, and West hits another 3. 18 for Delonte West. Anthony around James for the stuff.
I like that. I like it because he went baseline side. The rotation was late.
That's too easy there for LeBron James. 22 for number 23. LeBron's follow drops through. He's got 24. James got it back and has 27 points now.
Yeah, it's inexcusable.
He's second in the league in scoring this year after leading the league last year. Dwayne Wade leads the league this season at 35 in Game 1 of our NBA Friday doubleheader. LeBron has 31 in Game 2.
Now, Carter is on LeBron. He can shoot up over the top of him anytime that he wants.
Give it up about 8 inches to James, who hits it as the buzzer sounds. 33 for LeBron. And Cleveland off to its best start in team history, now 22-4. LeBron James 2 assists shy of a triple-double. He was great tonight on both ends of the floor. Final score at the Pepsi Center: Cleveland 105, Denver 88. A rough night for Carmelo Anthony. Conversely, LeBron James was terrific.
A rainy, windy day in South Florida, greeting a capacity crowd as they enter the American Airlines Arena for Game 2 in the first round series of the Eastern Conference playoffs. How will Carmelo respond tonight? There is a healthier Tyson Chandler, they say, tonight. Shot clock at 3. Anthony over James. That's a good sign for Carmelo. Screened by Stoudemire, and Carmelo has hit another. Anthony has started this game 2-2 for New York. Carmelo aggressive with his play. Rebound by Haslam. The quick outlet goes to LeBron. This is where Miami is so tough. Good feed to Wade. Sails in. James with that head of steam. The fadeaway. And picked up by LeBron. That is a foul. J.R. Smith has just checked in for New York. The shot goes in for Carmelo. Anthony batting on him again. 2 times they've gone head-to-head tonight, and both times they take advantage of Battier's defense. LeBron James 2 of 4 with 5. And the big 3 have accounted for all the scoring so far. Here is Anthony over Battier. 3 times they've gone at each other, and 3 times Carmelo is hit over Shane. Anthony again. Boy, Carmelo Anthony who averaged just under 30 points a game in the month of April, has come out and played terrific offense. Look at that. Oh, my gosh. That is amazing. And Smith will take it. Fields, little mid-range shot as Batty went to guard inside, and no one was watching Anthony. No one blocked out Carmelo. They get a great feed into Anthony, and his aggressive offense has been a difference maker tonight. 19 points for the Knicks, the only player in double figures for New York. Wade, LeBron! Charging here, LeBron James. LeBron defending. Didn't call the foul.
Yeah, LeBron was trying to take the foul.
Chandler is trying to set a screen for Anthony, which is successful, and Carmelo has got 23. Smith is in, finds Anthony. Nice defense by Haslam, who takes the ball away, triggers it out to James. Here's transition for Miami.
LeBron is not.
You're speechless.
No, LeBron is not the scorer as he comes over with the steal like Carmelo is.
Back the other way is James. But he is a runaway freight train. James. Mike Miller. Battier. Chalmers. And LeBron. Anthony over Battier.
It's a long time coming. But he's had to struggle in this second half for all of his points.
Carmelo Anthony. 30. Miami wins game 2, and they take a 2-0 lead in the first round of this Eastern Conference playoff. Let's take now a look at our starting lineups tonight here at the Garden in game 3. And in essence, we've got 3 players for the New York Knicks starting in different positions tonight. Andrew Fields lost the ball. Nice defense. A turnover. The other way to LeBron. Boy, the comfort level that these two guys in particular show with each other's game has just been such a marked difference from a season ago.
Dwayne Wade easily had a dunk right here, but he understood. LeBron James trailing.
Here is Carmelo playing the 4 tonight, and that has been a position that has really been to his liking. This defense has been a story. Battier's defense, that is, against Carmelo. Inside, fighting hard for everything he can get. And he gets one to drop.
Talking about LeBron James, only 1 of 6 from the field in 7 points. And there's what Mike Woodson was talking about. Old faithful, just throw the ball to number 7 and allow him to create.
Anthony against Battier. LeBron James. Now Miami in the second quarter, 4 of 11 from the floor. James 2 of 8. The throwaway, the deflection, Bosh, the look away, James for 2, and the Chandler foul. Except we asked how are they going to score tonight. Here's a tangled up Anthony, and he got it to go!
Sometimes when it rains, it pours. Has struggled all evening.
If you played in a playground,
he'll never make that shot again.
Can't afford to take Melo out. LeBron's coming back. We just got to keep grinding, man.
All right, Mike, thanks.
And James slides in, puts up the runner, and puts up and off his miss. Gets another offensive rebound. He's got 5 off the bench to begin the 4th. He'll put up a 3.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
It. That is it. The fuse has been lit. Anthony defending James. LeBron. James has 25, and he'll go to the stripe, and Anthony reaching in. Anthony over Battier. Big shot by Carmelo Anthony.
Along with Memphis and New York coming into these playoffs, everyone was scared to play New York. What a block there by LeBron James.
They're going to call number 5 on him.
There's a little bit of body up top, but I don't know.
Here is a 3 by Anthony. Puts one in, and he's put in 22. He is 7 of 22 shooting. LeBron James. James has put in 30 points. You know, the late arrival on the scene by Baron Davis. I mean, one thing after another, as Carmelo said, and LeBron puts in another. He now has totaled 32. It wasn't pretty, but LeBron came up big in the 4th quarter. LeBron had 17 in the 4th. Wade had a 12-point third. And Miami has defeated the New York Knicks and gone up 3-0 in this series.
Welcome to a sold-out Madison Square Garden in New York City. It's Game 4 of the opening round playoff series between the Miami Heat and the New York Knicks. Anthony, good open look. That shot won't go. He has really struggled. 34%. Comes down the other end to James, and James lays it in. 6 straight points by the Heat. And they're quickly up by 5. Meanwhile, Stoudemire with a pretty pass. Nothing going down easily for Carmelo Anthony, but he's able to convert. Anthony gets inside. Good hard move. And an easy bucket for James as Mike Miller with a pretty pass. James again, he was struggling through the first 3 quarters. 3 quarters of Game 3. He had 8 turnovers. He was in foul trouble.
Everybody writes the story after the story as he makes a jump shot.
Novak was saying every time he's entered the game in this series, all 5 Heat players say Novak's in, Novak's in. As Carmelo Anthony rattles in that one. Coming up on 2 minutes gone by here in the second. Still even. James to drive. So difficult to defend. James left wide open. Rattles that one in. He's in double figures. They lob it in. Anthony quick up and in. That's a long .9, but he got it to go. Anthony on the drive on Battier. Goes up and under. Can't get it to go. Rebound. Follow is good. Smith on the drive. Gets inside. Misses. Anthony's tip won't go. And here comes Chalmers to Wade. James cutting to the basket. Lays it in. James once again fronting Anthony. Fields on the drive. Nice feed. Pretty pass from Landry Fields. Well, Knicks in Game 3 had 8 total assists for the game. They had 6 here in the first half. And we have a double foul on Anthony and LeBron James. I know you don't necessarily love the double foul call, but sometimes it's a good deterrent. Here's J.R. Smith, goes right at James, back to Anthony, lays it in, and it's a 4-point game. Timeout Miami. Anthony guarded by James again. Makes his move. Tough turnaround shot. That's good. Tie game. Knicks have come back from 11 down here in the third to tie it up. Shot clock at 4. James, a contested shot. Won't go. Bibby the rebound. Throws it ahead to Anthony. 1 man to beat. Drives on Wade. Gets inside. Block. But a foul. Anthony wanted a goaltend and the foul. Battier now on Carmelo Anthony. Anthony's jump shot. That's good. Anthony again, a one-on-one, drives on Battier, kicks it out, Bibby. Bibby an open 3, puts it in, Mike Bibby. And the Knicks back up by 4. Anthony against Battier again. Tough turnaround shot, that's good. Carmelo Anthony lighting it up here in the third. And the Knicks back up by 6. James a 3-pointer. It's good. LeBron James answers back. Anthony to Stoudemire, gets loose. Knicks back up by 1. And Wade shaken up again. Slow to get up. He's hurting off the turnover. Anthony fakes, drives past him, clutches, puts it in, and a foul. Anthony missed Stoudemire, cut to the basket, you didn't see him. Makes the drive, double clutches, shot, good. James now back on Carmelo Anthony. Anthony, nice fake, tough fall away, puts it in. Tough shot. Tie game with 2 to play. Smith on the drive, Bibby from the corner, bang! And a veteran Mike Bibby who had so many big 3-pointers in his playoff career with Sacramento. Perhaps helping the Knicks get the victory today, but still plenty of time remaining. James is open. James for 3. Knocks it down. LeBron James answers back to tie the game. James hit big 3-pointers in Game 3. Clutch one right there as we come up on a minute remaining. Smith is tied up. Anthony, 1 dribble. That's a 3. It's good. Carmelo Anthony from way downtown. He's got 40.
Well, a very poor offensive set resulted in a late clock, high 1-4 isolation. He just raised on Shane Battier. Well defended, but give Anthony credit.
Knicks do not have any fouls to give. The Heat do. They have one foul to give. Both teams still with timeouts remaining. Feed to Bosch. Stoudemire in pursuit. Wade throws it behind him. That's going to be a turnover. And a backcourt violation. Knicks ball with 40.9 remaining. You can go in the backcourt. Anthony, though, able to get it. Battier right on top of him. Anthony fires another three and is fouled by Battier. That makes it a two-possession game. And again, the Heat still have a timeout left, but they're down by 4. James spins, gets inside, puts it in, and the foul! LeBron James with a chance for a three-point play, and the foul on Chandler is his 6th. What a move from James. James completes a three-point play, 1-point game. Up top is Wade, Fields on him. Wade drives, helped out by Stoudemire. Wade lost it, got it back. Final seconds, Wade for three. Won't go. Game over. There'll be a game 5.
A sold-out Madison Square Garden as we begin our NBA Sunday Showcase doubleheader. It's the defending champion Miami Heat, winners of 13 in a row against the New York Knicks.
Anthony guarded by James, draws the foul right away. First foul on James, obviously. And Carmelo Anthony, who's been going to the free throw line very frequently recently, will start off the night there. Anthony hits a three. Anthony's become one of the top three-point shooters on the team. He's shooting a career high from downtown. Carmelo Anthony, 2 for 2, plus some free throws. He's got 7 points in the first 3 minutes. Anthony, quick release. He's 3 for 3. Bad pass stolen by Bosch. Knicks with their second turnover. Alley-oop to James. And the Knicks just outraced down the floor by James. Anthony, though, hot to start. He's got 11 already. And the Knicks back within 1. Alley-oop. James throws it down. Wade throws the perfect pass. And ooze from the crowd, even the Knicks fans. Wade already with 4 assists, and his assist numbers have been way up recently, Jeff.
When you're so good offensively, if James gets another easy layup.
Anthony had 17 in the first, hasn't scored in the second, although he's been on the bench for a good portion of the period. Turns, shoots, and knocks it in. He's 5 of 7 from the field. Knicks are shooting 55% from the field. That goes up. Carmelo Anthony now 21 points. Good defense from Battier. Anthony lobs it to Chandler with 2 left on the shot clock. Stayed with the play, and the Knicks lead by 10. James to the basket and finishes strong.
Wade has really passed the ball well tonight.
Wade goes right at James White. Misses James right there on the follow. Once again, there's the all-out hustle from LeBron James. Palmer spots up for 3. Haslam throws it out, and Anthony the man to get it. Anthony goes at James, goes in and lays it in. Good aggressive move from Carmelo Anthony, who now has 28 points in 24 minutes as James hits the shot. Anthony to Stoudemire. Amari Stoudemire, the beneficiary of some beautiful passes. Anthony goes right at Anderson and puts it in. Hard, aggressive move to the basket. Smith almost daring James to shoot it. He does, and puts it in. LeBron James from downtown, his first three-pointer of the afternoon, and it's cut to 3. Way off on the mark. Ball batted back out. James for 3. Ties the game. Timeout New York as LeBron James with back-to-back threes, and we're all even at 79. And the Garden crowd booing James, who now has 23 points. Second shot opportunities. James this season shooting a career high 41% from downtown. He's at 2 of 4 this afternoon. We're all even with 10:04 to play. Chandler tips it back out to Anthony. Anthony on the drive, spinning to the basket. Layup, he banks it in. What a gorgeous move from Carmelo Anthony. Chandler inside, blocked by James. Wade picks it up. Wade out to Battier. Chalmers right corner 3. James the follow. It's good. And the Heat are up by 4. Timeout New York. LeBron James at both ends of the floor. A sensational block on a 7-footer. Chandler looking to pick him up.
Bosh got away, and Anthony didn't switch. Chandler was telling him to switch. Anthony didn't move down, and Bosh gets a layup. James puts his head down, drives, lefty layup, banks it in, and it's back to 4. 27 now for LeBron James. Stolen by LeBron James, and flushes it down. Back up to 6 is J.R. Smith with a costly turnover. And that just may end the Knicks' hope. Miami will tie a franchise high with 14 consecutive victories as they come back from 16 down in the first half, 14 down in the second half to win their 14th in a row and 6 straight on the road, Jeff.
On a 28-degree night in New York City, balmy conditions following the bitter cold in recent days. It is a packed house. Better than 19,000 have made their way into Madison Square Garden. Two-time defending champion Miami Heat taking on the New York Knicks. It is game 1 of a Thursday night doubleheader. Miami on the road 11-5. 4 of their 5 road losses have come against teams under 500. LeBron James able to knock it down. Way to strip. He thought he was fouled. Here comes Felton with Cole back. Leaves it for Anthony, and he lays it home.
Great hands from Carmelo. That was a difficult pass.
Put up by James. Yes.
And that's why for Miami, it's really about the big picture. They're trying to balance their health with their desire to get the home court advantage in the East. And as Eric Spoelstra said, really their desire to improve every day and continue to evolve.
As LeBron hits the 3. Anthony, Carmelo. On the inbound, James with a beautiful set play at the buzzer.
I'm not sure how Bargnani got matched up with LeBron. Obviously a tough matchup, but regardless, you've got to send him away from the hoop. That's what Mike Woodson is telling Bargnani right now.
Oh, nice move as Anthony got the step on LeBron James.
Well, Birdman goes to the bench, and all of a sudden, Carmelo realizes no rim protection.
Anthony with Bosh back. Anthony, good play from behind. The chase down by LeBron James. Got a piece of that shot. Here's Bosh spinning. He lost it. Felton took it away. Anthony ahead of the field. Not a good possession here by Miami. Shot clock is down to 3. James lays it in.
He just saves a really bad possession. Yeah, Eric Spoelstra told us that we have to tell them they're not playing. Carmelo on the pull-up against LeBron again, one-on-one. Nice move there.
Carmelo Anthony. And he has been moving well back from that sprained left ankle. James twisting his way.
And James now 6 of 8. Well, we talked about his shooting percentage this year.
Beautiful pass. Cole on the bounce to James. And off the ricochet, the ball lands in the Knick front court.
You could see that coming from a mile away. That was a Knick team that really executed well. As Carmelo knocks down another 3, New York finally heating up from the three-point line.
Well, they won 54 games in the playoffs, beat Boston in 6, then knocked out by Indiana. Here's Carmelo Anthony again from downtown. James putting a move on Bargnani, sweeps by and stuffs.
Oh, boy.
LeBron James with a couple sensational moves here in the final seconds of the third. James to the bucket. Auto reverse. Beasley. Stopped by Bargnani, showing us a little defensive prowess. And Anthony beats the Heat down court. Timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Anderson in trouble. Fires it. James able to make the catch. Scores and a foul.
Making lemonade out of lemons or something like that. I don't know. That was an awful possession.
LeBron James goes to the baseline jumper. Knicks in no hurry, playing the clock a bit. Anthony for 3. Yes! A big bucket from downtown by Carmelo Anthony. He now has 27 points, 14 coming in the second half. That's his third 3. As Anthony is able to drill it. James on the fade, so LeBron 12 of 17 for 32 points. The Knicks shoot 63% from the field in the second half. It is a partly cloudy 72-degree night in South Florida as we welcome you to American Airlines Arena. It's the red-hot defending champs, the Miami Heat, taking on a troubled team, the New York Knicks, as we look at the race in the Eastern Conference. Miami at 40-14, chasing Indiana at the moment. The 2 games back. Pacers also in action tonight, and LeBron James is back tonight after the broken nose, and he's wearing a protective mask. An interesting look for LeBron. Here is Anthony to get things going.
And right away you see Chris Bosh guarding Anthony. It's been such a tough season for him. LeBron's going to get bottled up, but as usual, runs right through the contact. LeBron might be the only player in the league who can do that.
Battier remaining defensively on Anthony, and Carmelo once again.
But I think as long as Battier is forcing tough shots like that when LeBron gets to the rim again.
It's been an injury hit and lackluster season for Raymond Felton. 6 points now for LeBron James.
So many issues to deal with. Carmelo with the jump shot. But Felton, it has been a difficult season. Career low in points per game.
Did not play well in Portland last year. Was solid. Here's James. And they'll look at it. I'm not sure if they called it a 3.
It's Anthony's proves there. Hammering one home over the top of LeBron. Scoring is not the issue for New York. It's the defense.
LeBron James with 10 points. There's Smith. Anthony with space for 3. Carmelo Anthony now 5 for 10. Anthony catch and shoot again from downtown.
That's why it's so important to push the ball every chance you get.
James takes advantage as the Knicks do not get back. LeBron is stripped. Picked up by Wade. He's stripped by Felton. Anthony, nicely done. Miami up by 5. Final minute, first half. Hardaway, Allen tried to draw the charge. Did not get the call. Anthony with the rebound. Anthony brings it up and scores. Off the rebound, Battier finds the cutting James. I'm wondering if the face mask had anything to do with that pass getting by LeBron as Anthony is able to knock it down.
New York, they shoot a lot of jump shots on their second chance opportunities. Carmelo knocks one down there.
Hard driving move and rejected emphatically by Carmelo Anthony.
And you can hear the Knicks fans in the background. They are everywhere.
James on the drive. Now you hear the Heat portion of the crowd. Oh, LeBron James extending to put it down. That counts as a foul. LeBron James put the speed on. Could not be stopped to open up a 17-point lead. And as does James off the feed from Cole, Miami has opened up a 20-point advantage. LeBron is able to hit.
And those moments have usually been with Tyson Chandler making plays or Carmelo. But the injury, as James scores easily, the injury to Tyson Chandler missing 24 games. I think that's, of all the things that have gone wrong, that's #1 on the list for why this season went in the tank.
So LeBron James with 31. Wayne Wade with 23. Carmelo Anthony led the Knicks with 29. Miami 41-14. 6 straight wins. 9 of the last 10. They remain 2 games behind Indiana. Earlier tonight, Pacers beat Milwaukee.
And welcome to NBA Wednesday, presented by State Farm, the home of the defending Eastern Conference champion Cleveland Cavaliers, as they welcome the New York Knicks.
Big thing for the Knicks with this first group. It's not a great scoring group outside of Anthony, but the big thing, here you go. Anytime you get that chance inside, kick the ball back out, and you're going to catch them because they are not ready to play here tonight.
And Anthony blocks James. Got Mozgov on him here on the switch. Anthony with the jumper, and he's able to hit his second basket.
Oh, there he goes.
James with the steal. Will O'Quinn challenge? Easy 2 for LeBron.
He only took off right about half a step inside the back line.
They get a steal here, and LeBron another easy 2.
Well, see, that's what you want to see. If they're going to come out of this, you want to see them respect their defense.
Oh, Anthony way off with that 3-point attempt. Now James into O'Quinn, count it, and a foul. in terms of being the youngest, as James hangs and scores another three-point opportunity for LeBron. Anthony on Jefferson. That was the matchup in the first half. Carmelo leans in, can't flip it home. The putback is good, though.
Listen, first of all, the first shot, that was almost unmakeable.
Nice finish with the left hand by James. You saw J.R. Smith on the bench. He's expected to miss just a couple games as Anthony drains a three. Anthony facing up on Jefferson.
He's got a good clear out here.
How many times have we seen him make that shot? And the Cavs on a 14-6 run to pull within 3. 5.5 to go in the third. Batted around. James cleans it up. 12 points now for LeBron James in his second rebound. James will take it all the way. Hammer it home. His third fast break jam. And the Cavs lead by 4. Anthony still looking for his first points of the fourth quarter.
You got to get him going here.
And he scores on James.
Nice. Hey, Carmelo's really fighting LeBron, fighting over the screens.
James for 3. It's good. Just his second made 3 all season. Williams driving, hits a cutting. James hammers it down.
I'll tell you, that almost looked like design.
Cleveland wins its 4th in a row after an opening night loss. The Knicks led by 11 in the third quarter. A 21-point swing since in favor of Cleveland.
Knicks and the Cavs for the second time this season. LeBron James and the Cavs winning back on November 4th at Quicken Loans Arena. A game the Knicks played well. James underneath with the post toast. And an easy 2 for James. Knicks down by 6. Anthony drives in, nicely fake. Lopez keeps it alive. Porzingis comes up with it. Back to Anthony, all the time in the world. And he hits a 3. James developing the post-up game. Beautiful shot there. James has 6.
That's the only thing missing from his repertoire.
Anthony turnaround shot is good. Pretty move from Carmelo Anthony. And he's got 7 points to start. Anthony looks for the hoop and hits another 3. 10 points in less than 5 minutes for Carmelo Anthony. Alley-oop and James throws it down. Beautiful pass from Mo Williams and James high above the rim.
Melo in space.
Steps back. In their face again. Carmelo Anthony right at the start. He's 4 for 4.
Team's not looking to double him, so he's had his way one-on-one.
But Anthony continues his hot start. 14 points in less than 9 minutes. Final seconds, James. And the Knicks do not get back defensively, and the foul. Look inside, blocked by Anthony. Bergeau goes down. Aflalo finds Anthony. Anthony steps up for 3. Puts it in. Carmelo Anthony continues his red-hot shooting after a fine defensive play. And the Knicks have their first lead of the night.
And the crowd is on their feet, extolling Melo's defensive prowess.
Here comes James.
Make him beat you from the perimeter. Don't let him penetrate.
And penetrates easily. Yep. And Aflalo commits the foul. Anthony turns, shoots, and hits again. Carmelo Anthony sizzling here in this first half.
It's a good match for Melo. He has the height for harassment.
Anthony again! Carmelo Anthony! 22 first half points! And the largest lead of the half for the Knicks.
None more dramatic than that switch from downtown.
The spin move is good. That's fairly unstoppable. James. When James and Anthony, when their jump shots are working, you just can't guard them. Nice feed to Mozgov. Count it and 1. James spins. James drives up and under. And he ties the game with a beautiful move.
Razzle-dazzle by James, igniting the crowd that time.
Jefferson hurt himself. Thomas up. Won't go. Williams can't get it. And Dellavedova comes out of it. Here comes LeBron James. Full head of steam. Layup. Gets it to go. And the foul. Amundsen back shot. No, but Anthony right there on the follow. Porzingis the rebound. Back up. No foul call there. James all alone down the other end. And Anthony fouls him and 1. What a turn of events. Anthony against James. 1-on-1. Leans in. Couple of fakes. Shot. No, they call it travel. James, couple of fakes. Now puts his head down. Drives left-handed. Rolls it in. The game is tied.
King James taking over. They still won't make him beat them from the perimeter. He keeps penetrating.
Anthony stays in front of him that time. James tries again.
Backs in, fall-away shot. It's good. LeBron James puts the Cavs up 2. What a shot from James, and the Knicks call timeout.
Previously driving with the left hand, this time manipulating, shaking, painting the Knicks with the 15-footer.
Thomas finds a fly against Dellavedova. Backs in, turnaround shot, puts it in. Aaron Aflalo ties the game. Williams on the drive, fall-away jumper. It's good. Mo Williams with a tough shot. Big buckets from both teams now. Aflalo wide open for 3. Can't get it to go. Dellavedova the rebound, and that's it. This is a tough one. He's got to advance it across half court. And it does. As the Knicks will fall to the Cavs for the second time this season. And this one a tough one to swallow.
Welcome you back to the Knicks on MSG. It is the New York Knicks and Cleveland Cavaliers for the 4th and final time this season. After what happened this week, you'd love to hear this conversation between Carmelo Anthony and LeBron James. But in the end, it was all good. It was all good.
James kicks it out corner. Kevin Love is open and nails his first shot.
James averaging 7 assists. Give him one for that creativity, finding Love in the corner.
Love back to James. James has struggled from three-point land this season. Recently a little bit better. He knocks that one down, but overall just 29% from 3. Pass cross court, Vujicic. Vujicic lines it up and gets it to go. That's a 2-pointer. Vujicic has had some excellent first quarters to help the Knicks get off to good starts last couple of games. Porzingis, it's inside, stolen from behind by James. Calderon trying to get in front of him, draws the foul. And just can't do that. He's just too strong and a chance for a 3-point play.
You're going to foul him. These guys are in the twilight of their careers. Right in the beginning, even if they join forces, it's not guaranteed they will win a title, if that could ever happen.
Well, they would all have to take pay cuts, most likely, as J.R. Smith knocks down the 3-pointer. He's one of the smartest athletes I've ever met. He's got to know that any type of these things, as Mozgov throws it down, is going to elicit this kind of a reaction.
Right. And the antics that he's doing on the court now, when a guy misses a shot, his body language, going to the bench, I mean, that's not cool for the guy that's the leader of the team.
Mozgov can't hit. Love tips it to James. J.R. Smith hits a 3. J.R. Smith 8th in the NBA in 3-point field goals made. Nice feed inside to Seraphin. Back to Anthony. And Anthony gets his first field goal after going 0 for 5. Mo Williams wide open, can't hit. Rebound. Oh, he does hit. Called it too soon. Williams kind of looking up and smiling.
James still learning to play with his back to the basket.
Rifle pass to Williams. The Knicks' 3-point defense has not been solid here to start. It's an 11-point Cavs lead. James steps back and nails it with 8.5 left.
The left side of the court, he's always looking to shoot from that side. You got to run him off that spot.
This is a very engaged defensive Cavalier team.
Because the Knicks are a little stagnant. So it's easier to defend you when you're not moving and grooving.
Here goes the locomotive. Kicks it out to J.R. Smith. Corner 3 is good. Again, James just pushing the tempo and getting an open look. Knicks down 22. As Dellavedova knocks down to 3. Knicks getting absolutely waxed here in the first half.
Oh, those 3 balls are uncontested.
Anthony gets on the board.
He's going to have to still be quick because he's not that good a perimeter shooter. So if he ever loses that quickness where you can keep him on the perimeter and make him shoot to beat you, I think it's going to be difficult for him.
As James throws it down. Anthony hits a jumper. It's been a rough night for the Knicks and Carmelo Anthony.
Sarcastic cheer from the crowd as Melo makes a hoop.
Porzingis has Dellavedova on him. They get it to Carmelo Anthony, and he's able to connect the 3-pointer. Well, Anthony hits back-to-back shots for the first time tonight. Dellavedova. And again, nobody near him. The Cavs have had time to set and fire away all night long. Their 9th 3-pointer. Anthony has suddenly found the range after the nightmare first half. Carmelo Anthony is 3 for 3 here in the 3rd quarter. As Porzingis lines up, can't hit the 3. And Anthony was second-guessing himself on should he have shot it instead of passing it. And LeBron James sent him a text that night saying, "You made the right play." And Anthony was like, "Really?" And he said, "Absolutely. You made the right play. Just live with the results." As James just explodes to the basket.
it's back up to 18. Knicks, by the way, had 32 points in the first half. They have 29 already here in the third. Make that 32. As Anthony suddenly is red hot. He's 4 for 4 here in the third quarter after a 2 for 12 start. And they're all from 3. Even James knocking down threes. As a stares at somebody.
Victor Cruz looks like Smiley. James like the left side, man. He's going to always put it up from there.
James foul and one with the left hand. There's the 2. I don't know who he was talking to.
This is why they left James in the game, but that could be dangerous. Has the 4 fouls.
Drives again and throws it down. Wow. LeBron James exploding to the rim.
The grandeur, the splendor of James. Puffing and stuffing. There's the taunting. They got him a T. Take a look at James, the feline quickness, the canine attitude with this stuff. Look at Amundsen, how he shoves him out of the way.
Yeah, now you could have called an offensive foul on that.
All right.
Anthony catch and shoot. He continues his hot shooting here in the second half. Anthony wants it. Love gets on him. 7 to shoot. Anthony puts it up and rattles it home. 11-point game. James makes it look easy. Aaron Aflalo looked left for some reason, and James looked right, and James drove left.
All of his damage, folks, comes from the left side. When he's on the left side, he's offensive-minded.
Anthony, cuts again. What an incredible turnaround. Carmelo Anthony with his 5th three-pointer. Anthony's going to have to put it up. Fires away. And James, the rebound, there's his triple-double. 3rd of the season for him, 42nd of his career.
Cavaliers doing the prudent thing, using time off the clock.
Well, without Kyrie Irving, James has been the point guard. Drives on Derek Williams. Man. Count it and a foul. Now here's where I don't know what he's upset about. He got the whistle, and he's going to get a chance for a 3-point play. But I thought he found Carmelo Anthony down the other end. James has another fine performance here at Madison Square Garden. This one a triple-double with 27, 11, and 10. And the Knicks get swept in their season series, go 0-4 against the Cavs. The first 3 were close games. Not the case tonight. The 2 good friends, they were friends off, but they battled and went at it in that first half when James shut down Anthony.
Fans filing in out of the cold and into the storm as the Thunder, 20-9 here at the peak, look to stop a 2-game road winning streak by the new-look Cleveland Cavaliers. Welcome to Players Only on TNT, presented by State Farm. LeBron ISO right side against Melo. We'll see how he recovers after missing a couple games. Watch his conditioning here tonight. That's a tough matchup, LeBron on the fadeaway.
And that was great defense by Carmelo Anthony. Forced LeBron into a difficult shot, but good defense, better offense.
LeBron to the left side finishes with the left hand around Steven Adams.
And guys, I like this defensive lineup as Carmelo does Carmelo things for the OKC Thunder. But for Cleveland, they're going small. LeBron at the power forward position. And now they can switch and have a little bit more quickness on the perimeter. But like I said, against OKC, they love to crash the glass. The Cavs have to box out.
Jetty off the front of the rim. Kind roll for Jetty Osman.
Yeah, Osman is someone who Ty Lue really trusts. LeBron trusts him. You know, 3D, I took a charge one time and on Carmelo. I actually got the charge. And I felt it for a good month.
LeBron right to the rack. And the possession before by Cleveland was a LeBron James hoop as well. So 4 points for LBJ.
I got to show Big Steve some love. Been watching this guy for years. Got a chance to play with Steven Adams. And the shots that he's making tonight, as you see the Thunder there with 16 points in the paint, these are the shots that he's worked on day in and day out with assistant coach Mark Bryant just the day he showed up in Oklahoma City. This is not something that only happens in the game, especially young kids. Work on the shots that you need to make in the game in order to carry over practice to the game.
A nice recovery from Tristan Thompson. He blocks that shot from Carmelo. JR, same spot, same result.
And we know J.R. Smith is a guy that once he hits a few shots, he gets going. And what awareness by LeBron to find the hot hand.
Felton misses that three. LeBron James back into the game. OKC got outscored 13-10 with LeBron on the bench, and right back at it, LeBron with the left hand.
And what's been impressive with Cleveland thus far is their defense. OKC really not able to get anything going as this defensive team right now as Melo knocks down a fadeaway. But for the Cavs, this defensive team really swarming and really taking OKC out of their rhythm here in the first half.
I honestly believe that's where good extra pass by LeBron James, but the youth and athleticism added by these newer guys, to me, will elevate the Cavaliers defensively more than anything.
Cavs just doing a nice job of keeping the pace. LeBron from way out. Wow, that's some range from LeBron James.
And he wanted that shot. He came over to Jordan Clarkson and said, give me the ball.
Getting back to that mentality allows for the offense to come easier because you're not as concerned about it. And hopefully for JR, as he's making shots now, he'll continue to look at that defensive end as a way he can add value to this team.
Melo takes offense into his own hands that time. Okay, settling for a lot of outside shots. Finally knocked one down there, back within 7. LeBron right to the rack. Russell, Melo. That's good. JR outscoring the OKC 2 guards with Abrinas and Hustis in as LeBron gets a quick 2. No points for Abrinas and Hustis. 3 rebounds, 0 assists, and JR with 15 himself. They're going to have to find some production there.
Defense as bad as the offense has been as LeBron knocks down another 3. That same spot he hit one in the first half.
Quick pick and roll. LeBron gives it right back. They're going to look at that one to make sure it was a 3. And Melo just leading Abrinas a little bit too far as he did not make any kind of eye contact with the pass.
Yeah, not making the eye contact, and right idea, right concept, but also Abrinas didn't have to wait behind the three-point line for the pass. If it's off target a little bit, step into it, catch it, secure it, and then keep that possession for your team.
LeBron James up to 26 points, 5 boards, 5 assists, 10 of 14, ultra efficient so far in this game. LeBron fading, that's in. Everything just looking buttery from LeBron James right now. Man, LeBron James having himself a game. Letting the new guys know what they're in for.
Who played here in Seattle? No.
Nick Collison. Melo with the jumper right side. I love Seattle. Team will be back there soon, trust me, G. 5 on the clock. Finally.
That was a heat check right there.
Skip pass. Melo 3 on the way. Just off. Reload. Bang.
That's where I think that Carmelo, that little quick pitch and chase to Russell, if he sets a screen in those situations, he forces now the point guard to have to switch onto him, which then he can get his post up, he can get into better positions. But not setting the screen doesn't force the switch, leads to sometimes more difficult situations.
Russell off the glass, that's no good.
And he looks out of rhythm out there, just not his normal self. Usually pretty efficient there from the mid-range. Not tonight.
LeBron's going to not only get the foul there, G, but going to get the goaltend, I believe. So that'll be 2 more for LBJ, up to 32 points and free throw coming. Paul George and Westbrook out to close out the third, so Melo becomes the primary option. They find him on LeBron James. Left side, jumper. As 3D says, tough shot taker, tough shot maker. Great hands by LeBron, strips, Felton throws it up. Off the backboard, doesn't hit the rim, so shot clock violation. Career high 12 offensive rebounds for Adams. 1 on the clock. Melo.
Yeah, that was good defense by LeBron James. Just better offense by Carmelo.
Ahead, Rodney Hood. He'll finish that one off.
What a great find by LeBron James. Grabbing the rebound, looking ahead, finding the open Hood.
Gets Melo up. Touch foul called, but definitely Carmelo bumped LeBron James after the pump. Larry Nance with a high pick and roll here for LeBron James. LeBron driving in. And his 36th point in the game. Paul George, 3 on the way. That's off. Russell scrapping. Melo 3. That's in. 5-point game. OKC going to press up. Abrinas. He misses the 3 as the horn sounds here at Chesapeake, and the Cleveland Cavaliers with another impressive performance on the road. Lots of new faces, but get used to them. The Cleveland Cavaliers rejuvenated and have found some spirit.